If you're feeling overwhelmed or frustrated by your parents constantly giving unsolicited advice or trying to control parts of your life, you're not alone. Many find themselves in a similar struggle. It can feel suffocating when your parents hover over you, always offering their opinions on what you should do, who you should hang out with, or what choices you should make. It may even feel like they don't trust you to make your own decisions, and that can be hard to deal with, especially when you're trying to carve out your own path. Why do parents act this way? To understand why your parents behave this way, it helps to take a step back and think about their perspective. Parents usually want what's best for you. They've lived through experiences, faced challenges, and made mistakes themselves. Their advice often comes from a place of love, but also from a sense of responsibility and fear. They want to protect you from the pain or difficulty they might have gone through. For many parents, it's natural to want to guide you, especially when they see you heading down a road they think could lead to trouble. They also might have a hard time letting go. Parenting can feel like a lifelong job, and the shift from being the authority to respecting your autonomy can be uncomfortable. For some, it's simply a matter of habit. They've been in the role of decision maker for so long, it feels hard to step back and let you make your own mistakes or learn on your own. And if you're still living at home, they might feel like they have more of a say about how things go in the house, which can seep into their involvement in your personal life. What can you do to change the dynamic? If you want to change the way your parents treat you, it's going to take patience, communication, and a bit of emotional intelligence. Here are a few steps to help shift the dynamic. Understand their motivation. The first step is to really understand where your parents are coming from. They aren't trying to ruin your life, they're just trying to help, even if it feels like they're overstepping. Understanding this doesn't mean you have to accept their behavior as okay, but it helps explain why they act the way they do. Set boundaries. Respectfully. Setting boundaries is essential for your personal growth and independence. It's important to let your parents know how you feel when they offer unsolicited advice or overstep their boundaries. The key here is to be respectful. You might say something like, "I know you want what's best for me, but I'd really appreciate it if I could handle this on my own." Or, "I understand you're concerned, but I'd prefer to make this decision myself." Communicate your needs. Be clear with them about what you need from them. Sometimes parents don't realize that their advice feels like control rather than support. It can help to frame it in a way that helps them understand. For example, "I appreciate you sharing your thoughts, but I need space to make my own mistakes and learn from them. I want to take responsibility for my choices." Be assertive, not aggressive. It's important to express your feelings, but do so calmly and confidently. If you're always reacting with frustration, it can be easy for your parents to dismiss you as being disrespectful. Try to stay composed and express your thoughts in a mature, clear manner. You might have to practice this, but it will help you both in the long run. Show responsibility. If your parents see you making thoughtful, responsible decisions, they'll be more likely to respect your independence. If they're constantly seeing you get into trouble or make impulsive decisions, they might feel justified in stepping in. Show them you can handle things by consistently making mature choices, even when it's difficult. This builds trust and may reduce their need to intervene. Give it time. Changing family dynamics doesn't happen overnight. Parents are used to seeing you in a certain way, and it can take them time to adjust to you being more independent. But as you show maturity, your relationship with them should evolve too. Give them space to process, and don't expect an immediate shift. Seek external help if necessary. If the dynamics feel toxic or overly controlling, it might help to speak to a counselor or therapist, either on your own or with your parents. Sometimes a neutral third party can help facilitate conversations that are hard to have on your own. The long-term goal, mutual respect. The goal is to create a relationship built on mutual respect. As you get older, your parents will, hopefully, begin to see you as an individual rather than someone they need to protect at all costs. By setting clear boundaries, being assertive without being aggressive, and showing responsibility, you can help foster that respect over time. Remember, this is a process. You're not just learning how to deal with your parents, you're also learning how to navigate relationships in general. Family dynamics are often the first place we learn about communication, respect, and boundaries. By handling this situation with patience and maturity, you'll be setting yourself up for healthier, more balanced relationships in the future, both with your parents and with others. If you find this information interesting or helpful, consider subscribing and get a heads up for the next one.